So I wanted to go over one of my favorite franchises. We're talking, of course, about Destiny. I'm probably gonna call this video "The Downfall of Destiny." I just keep seeing a lot of things about it, and honestly, I'm really disappointed. I'm not even gonna lie. I've kind of really dropped off the platform, and it used to be like one of the best games ever, one of the best games of all time, honestly. I guess we'll start by talking about what we really used to like about Destiny and sort of what we don't like about Destiny 2, and we'll just jump right into it. So recently, my wife started up Destiny 1, and I couldn't be more stoked, and I'm going into so much detail about everything I love about the game and how great the mystery was of it all. There's this really good sci-fi mysterious tone to the game. Waking up as a new light is phenomenal. You know, I've been waiting such a long time for you. It's just great. It couldn't have a better taste when it comes to the sci-fi tone. She's running around, and I'm just noticing the character designs are better. It seems like the set of the world, Castrodome, EDZ, are a lot better, just better in general. They're more creepier, they're more mysterious. The character designs on the Fallen seem a lot more well done, and they have a lot more character to them. The Hive is introduced in a really great way. It couldn't have been more creepy. And Destiny 1 was just phenomenal. Honestly, it couldn't have gotten any greater. There's this huge sense of exploration, even though it's honestly such a tiny game. And the raids were honestly just so intense. They were just so great. I remember spending hours in the dark below in Crota's End. And it's pitch black. The lanterns were just amazing, honestly. You pulled your hair out, of course, but that's also what made the game fun. There was the sense that you really are trapped in the moon with all these monsters. Like, you really are struggling to survive in the dark. I feel like the first game really nailed that tone of light versus darkness, that there is a mysterious darkness that is just consuming everything, and there's just a little ball of light left, and that's you. And honestly, it was just such a great game, and it's so sad to see the game fall off in such a way. We still play it, we still tap into it, but honestly, now we're gonna get into my frustrations. It's constantly just a rehash of the first game, and no one can even really see it because the Destiny 1 players that have been around for so long have really dropped off, and there's not a whole lot of people left playing it. Honestly, it's because the game has just gone full circle. I don't know all the details. I don't know entirely what happened to the studio, but I'm really tired of seeing a constant rehash of Destiny 1. I don't want Icebreaker again. Icebreaker should have been in the game from the start. Everything in Destiny 1 should have been in the game from the start. It was not Destiny 2, it was a reboot. It was just a reboot, flat out. It's just really sad to see. I'm tired of playing the same raids over and over. They have come out with some amazing raids, but there is also this huge lull in the game that is just a rehash of the same raids and the same guns over and over and over. There is nothing that's epic anymore. We're gonna talk about fucking the Zalo Supercell. That gun was wicked. It was World War II gun. It looked amazing. Icebreaker was amazing. You felt the power. And there's a huge lack of power in Destiny 2. All your exotic guns feel very weak. They don't feel epic. I did the Last Wish raid once and got the last breath. I didn't feel like I had to work insanely hard for anything. There's also Trials is a mess. It was the true end game in Destiny 1, and you had to really mean it and really work for that shit if you wanted to make it through. And now Destiny 2, it's there's no separation from a noob and a pro player. They both can go get the same equipment. There's a huge mess in the game when it comes to end game and what it means to be like a really serious player. And just, I'm tired of seeing the studio rehash the old raids and guns from Destiny 1 when half the people aren't even in the studio anymore. Like there's a lot of artistic integrity that's just gone in the game and you feel it. I guess why I'm saying that is because I've just been waiting for some really epic next chapter. Final Shape was really good. I definitely played through the whole thing. It was great. Lots of things I did like about it, but it wasn't nearly the same as the Taken King, I guess you would say. There's a huge like separation between the dark fighting the light. It's just not there. All the hive gods with their mysterious dark power. I love that the moon was haunted. Like, that's a huge draw to the game for me. I'm a real fan of the big spooky tone altogether. There's just a huge lack of that, I would say, in the second game. And honestly, I'm so tired of the Star Wars. Like, dude, you guys cannot admit to a bigger burnout than constantly just shoving Star Wars into the game. I don't care about it. I don't care about Star Wars in my Destiny. It makes me feel like you guys have just given up. We're just doing battle passes and Fortnite skins now. Cool. Then all the young ones can have it. Then honestly, it's a real shame to see such a great franchise go. But I think like a lot of us have let it go. And I think the best option for them, honestly, is to just reboot once again. I know they had a lot of praise for their mobile game, and it's because, they just kind of reset the entire universe, and I think it's time for that, honestly. I think it's incredibly sad and pathetic, honestly, that they're just shoving whatever they can into the game. Star Wars, oh my god, all the emotes are awful, dude. I am sorry. All the emotes are trash. They're all so fucking cringy and boring. There's just a huge lack of epicness in the game, I would say. I'm so sick of rehashing guns and raids. There's been nothing new to suck me in, honestly. There's new content, of course. There's new shaders. But it's just the same re-released armor from Destiny 1. Oh, the icebreaker's back. Like, dude, who cares? We had that 10 years ago. Nothing's new. The game is honestly just gone really downhill. I see the Edge of Fate coming out and Renegade, and honestly, I just couldn't be more disappointed. I don't care about lightsabers and Star Wars skins. I want to continue the epic saga that was Destiny. The Awoken were amazing. They were basically like space elves, humans that drifted a little too far and got corrupted, you might say, by void magic. Space elves. Fuck yeah, like, come on. There's just so many really interesting races, and they're barely explored, I'm not even gonna lie. Every expansion does like an okay. I actually really liked the Red War. Destiny 2 just started off on a really bad foot, but I like a lot of the lore, and I feel like if they would just focus on their strong points, like they have these amazing races with all this amazing weapons, and instead of killing really badass Fallen and then getting badass Fallen armor, instead of killing, Crota down on the Dark Below and getting this epic demonic hive gear, it's just not there. Like, what happened? Why can't I go do this epic raid and kill the Fallen and get this epic Fallen saber? Like, it's kind of just a shame. I just don't understand. And I think just the artistic integrity is just not there. They would rather rehash Destiny 1 and push battle passes and Star Wars as fast as they can, instead of just sitting down at a table and coming up with something original. And that's what's sad. And I don't know. I just had this random urge to make this video. I feel like really sad over Destiny 2. I don't care about Star Wars. Yeah, it's cool. It looks cool. What's it got to do with my Destiny? Who the fuck cares? I don't. I sure don't. I want more Destiny. I want more epic lore behind everything. It had the same tone as Dark Souls, to where everything is mysterious and you have to go down this epic dungeon to find this one sword. And then there's an insane amount of lore behind this sword or this gun, turning these giant gods into weapons. Like, I don't understand how they can mess up that formula. I mean, I do. The battle passes are ruining everything. I'm not gonna lie. There's no time to cook. It is a constant push for content, and they just need to admit, dude, that they have hit a burnout. If you are just shoving Star Wars into your game, you are on a burnout. I'm sorry. Quit giving me Icebreaker. Quit giving me the same crap over and over and over. That shit was epic 10 years ago. Restart your chapter. Restart Destiny on a good foot. Give it some more epic storylines with some new crazy guns and some new crazy weapons. Just replaying Destiny 1, it really put me in, gave me the perspective of how much like work and love went into that game. And then you turn around, you go play Destiny 2, and it's almost the opposite. It's like it's pushed, it's forced, it's a rehash constantly. I'm so tired of just the gear being really shitty. I love my Titan, and I can slaughter. I can go entire Crucible and Control matches with no deaths with the one-eyed mask and just a couple other things on my Titan. But it looks awful. Why does every exotic look awful? I want to look badass and epic, like I am in this epic alien medieval space saga. And instead, I'm forced to look like a piece of shit all the time just to get the result I want. The customization is just not there. The style is just not there. Dude, put me on, hire me. I'll come in and I'll show you guys how it's done. You have so much good content and you're focusing on the wrong things. Quit giving me the same shit over and over. Come up with your own ideas. Destiny 1 is over. Destiny 2 is about over. I know you guys want to keep it running, but I think it's time to shut it down. Restart the franchise. It's just really sad to see. Oh my god, all the cutscenes and everything in Destiny 1 are just better, period. Go play it and you'll feel the heart and epicness in the game. And I just wanted to go over it. It kind of really hurt my feelings. I'm tired of seeing the Renegade expansion and Star Wars. I don't care. I don't care about Star Wars in the nicest way. I've got my own Star Wars games and animes to watch. I don't need it in my Destiny. I want to see Destiny go back to being an original, really good franchise. It's just a great franchise. I don't understand how you can screw it up, honestly. Yeah, just once again, just another rant and review over Destiny 2. Things I enjoy, things I don't enjoy. And I talk about it all the time. I feel like sometimes they take themselves a little too seriously. They put limitations on themselves that don't have to be there. A hunter doesn't always have to have just a cape, you know? How many times can you make a cool cape before it's time to, give up the cape? It's time for a burnout. Like a Titan's got a belt, dude. How many times can make a belt cool? Come on. I think it's really just time to give it up. It's time to give it up and start something new. Honestly, I don't know what else to say about it. There's so much lore behind the Exos that are amazing. Cade 6, Banshee, every time you die, you get rebooted and you lose a little bit of your consciousness at the same time. You slowly lose who you used to be every time you're rebooted as an EXO. I love that. There's so many really interesting parts of the lore. I don't get how you can screw it up. I really don't. Like I said, I think the franchise just takes themselves too seriously a little bit sometimes. It's supposed to be this big, epic alternative Star Wars. I don't want literally Star Wars. Like, get your artistic integrity back together. Seriously, we don't need Destiny 3. I think we need just to reboot Destiny altogether. Same IP, same everything. Just restart the mobile game. Like, restart an alternate universe. Just rewrite it with people that really appreciated Destiny 1. If you don't have the same staff, you don't have the same studio, that is fine. But hire people that love Destiny and want to come in and write these epic stories rather than people that would rather push Star Wars. and like really lame battle passes. I'm sorry. I appreciate where they took a lot of the lore, the whole Cabal war. We are slowly getting all the aliens on our side. Cool, that's cool. But also, like, it's just time to go back to the drawing board. Like I said, how many times can you make a cape cool? I feel like the classes have gone a little too far. And honestly, that's it. I think that's mostly it for me. It's mostly just a complaint on I really feel the downfall of Destiny 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It helps so much just to get this crap out of my system. I've got so much love for the game, and that's where the criticism comes from. I can love something to death, and that's why I get to criticize it, because I know it can do better. And Destiny 2 just needs to do better. That's all I'm trying to say. They can. They can go back to the drawing board. They can knock it off with a season pass that doesn't even have epic armor. I'm sorry that there's some of them are hits, but a lot of them are misses. There's not a reason I would spend an insane amount of hours to get some of these armor sets. Like, I'm sorry. And I just don't understand how you screw it up. I really, really don't. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free to, challenge anything I have to say. I love it, honestly. And I have a lot of love for the franchise. I hope to see it, get a really good comeback, honestly. A new anime or movie could help it out. Maybe they need to focus on making a really badass anime, honestly, and just slowing down on the games. Bring in like a whole new chunk of fans. Same way Devil May Cry just did. I know there's a lot of hate against it right now, but it doesn't matter. Whether you guys hate it or not, we are all talking about Devil May Cry right now. And I feel like that might just need to be what happens for Destiny 2. Hit the reboot button. Bring in a new chunk of people that hate it / love it. It doesn't matter. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Thanks for watching.